Hello, everybody. It's that time of the week. It's your illustrious host, Dragon Fury, and Infertile Drake.
Hope you all have had a good day.
Yes. We have got a lot planned for this episode, so we're going to hop right into it, and we're going to start it off with thanking everyone who has supported us up to this point, and all of those who will be supporting us in the future points. We see all of you in all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all of you. Like, I see the analytics. It goes up, it goes down. You're there. We notice. Thank you. Always thank you. And we want you to have all of the content. So if you are not a subscriber or a Patreon member, I'm going to need you to hop on over to one of those, because that's going to give you access to all of the other stuff of the 125 that you're missing. We have 125 episodes counting, and not all of those are free episodes. So if you want to catch up to all of the things that you've been missing, and no one wants to have FOMO.
Yeah, no one wants that.
No one wants FOMO. So hop on. It's $3 for those in the States, and whatever currency that you guys may have converted from US dollars a month. That's it. And you get all the perks, all the fun. The Patreon is in the description, and the link for subscription on Spotify side is available at a quick click to subscribe. So, moving on from there, we are going to talk about Destiny trailer. Is good. It's beautiful, well done, love it. Ikora is still the best. Not going back to the game, and yeah.
I would like to see it back, at least for this one last ride.
I know you would, and I can meet you halfway. I can get you a cutout of my character, and then you can put him on the side of your TV, and then that way it looks like I'm in your fire team, because I'm not doing it.
Well, I mean, I guess you'll just get me killed in another way, similar to that one time you dodged and had an ogre shoot me to death.
That is only a fraction of the retribution that is owed to me for the deaths that you have been directly involved with of mine.
Hey, that Nova bomb was an accident.
Notice, everyone, he knew exactly of an incident that when he already has it in the forefront of his mind. He knows what he's done.
It's the most memorable, because I'm just trying to run away from this Nova bomb tracking me. I see you spawn back in, and I'm just like, "Oh, sorry in advance." Like, you're just like, "Wait, what?" And dead again.
So it is retribution. I would regret nothing until you have paid your blood debt, and even then, it will still be begrudgingly.
Well, I mean, you gotta be in the game for me to pay that debt.
No, you have to pay it somewhere else. It's like the vicious cycle of job experience. In order to get this job, you need job experience, but you can't get job experience unless you get a job. So you need to pay this blood debt, but in order for you to pay that, I have to play. And I'm not going to pay because you owe me this blood debt.
I'll pay the debt by paying for the DLC for you.
Shoot, that's how my younger brother got me in playing, what was it? Which Pokemon? It was one of them, because I wasn't going to buy it.
Violet.
Was it that one? No.
Well, wait, no. Sword and Shield.
No, Pearl. Redos.
Oh, right. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Shining Pearl. Yeah, it was those. He ended up buying it for me because he got the dual.
He got the bundle.
The dual bundle, because he wanted all the stuff, because he's a whore for Pokemon, so that's fine. It didn't even. We barely even played together.
I mean, it's kind of a single player game, so. But well, it depends on what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, but with the Destiny trailer, I'm really excited for the DLC. To be fair, I haven't pre-ordered yet, but that's just because I've been waiting. But I am very happy with the voice actor that they have to fill in the shoes for Zavala.
Yes, great choice. He's definitely. I imagined him being a runner for the original casting, and they would probably been neck and neck. I don't know if that's actually what happened, but I could see that happening. Um, and yeah, great choice. Glad that Zavala, at least in sound, doesn't suck.
Yeah,
Character wise, still suck.
Yeah, from the trailer for I'm just like, what is Zavala going to do? It's like,
It
what's
looks like
happening?
Zavala's going to fuck us all. No lube, and didn't even buy us dinner first.
Right? So we need Cade to like smack his bald blue head.
Yeah, just like give him a shiny head.
Which
Also,
I am very happy that Cade is back because, I mean, we started off Destiny with the original three, Cade, Ikora, and Zavala, and we're able to finish it with all three.
yeah, good stuff. I'm pretty sure Nathan had something to do with it, and that's just my headcanon, even if it's not true, because I feel like he missed being Cade, and then he went to Bungie, asked them,
He's a fun
hey,
character.
how can I play Cade again? And they were like, we'll think of a way. Yes, we're going to bring you back, but we'll figure it out.
Double zombie.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like, how do you come back as a double zombie? That's wild. But hey,
Yeah. It's like I hope they give answers because it's just like, it seems like Cade is like a construct of the light for the most part. Like, watch words. Watch you find out the Traveler decided to choose just one guardian that died recently because the Traveler's having issues on the inside. It's like, all right, what guardian can at least get stuff done for the most part and may or may not fuck shit up. Yeah, let's go with this Hunter.
yeah, let's go with this one. Yeah, he's like, the Traveler's like, I'm having indigestion. Let's go with Pepto. And
we heard it knows good chicken.
yeah, he goes with the chicken soup. You gotta get him, and yeah, so it is definitely going to be an interesting ride. I know you've said previously that D3's in the works. If they don't stop being money grubbing and actually start thinking of like an actual increasing fan base, it's not going to do well.
Yeah, no, like D3, because from various people that have like heard about Destiny 3 in the works, because like a lot of people that have come up with this information have been mostly right, and by mostly right, pretty much 100% correct with all the stuff that's been shown recently. Like with the prismatic class that's coming in the final shape, which that looks interesting since they're allowing us to combine all of our powers together. They talked about how D3 has been in the works since Witch Queen, but it hasn't. But obviously, since Destiny 2 and Marathon have been kind of like Bungie's focus, Destiny 3 hasn't had all support. So I'm hoping once the final shape is completed, and I think there's supposed to be like 3 extra stories afterwards, like the aftermath of the final shape, that they give a good amount of resources to a Destiny 3 and actually fix all the issues that were in Destiny 2 and just make it better.
Yeah. So hopefully we get something good, because it's just money grubbing, and it's not just them. It's others as well, which we will segue into.
Yeah, there is one that like, because this comes out on Fridays, right?
Yes, this goes live on a Friday.
Okay, so for those listening, I'm pretty sure you would have heard either sometime this week with what Riot announced on Tuesday with the Faker collection, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen either people on social media talking about it or news articles, because whole Riot has dropped the ball very quickly. Have you seen it?
I haven't gone in depth, and mainly because it's like all props to Faker literally being the number one ever.
Yeah, the demon god.
Like not even just the demon god, just being a god of League of Legends. Because
he's known as the demon.
Right, but like he's literally ascended to the point. Like this is to have your own event, right? This isn't like, yes, they have their, like, the teams have various skins. Obviously he's one of the ones with the most skins. But
to start off the Hall of Fame.
Right, like you're the reason this is becoming a thing. Like that is crazy. And I want someone to do, like, I hope in the thing that they did on him that they asked, like, did you imagine you would reach this level? Like, I know at one point he was like, yeah, I'm going to go pro because I've already seen that, like, no one really can stop me at a level lower. And then
that was crazy to see.
And the fact that it's like, oh, hey, like he's just been out here ruining people's careers before he made it a career. And to get to this point that they're like, you are now the face of League. And I think he always will be. Like, even after that's a time that, because I know we've talked about in a previous episode, I don't want to imagine League in the professional scene once Faker retires.
Yeah, like when the T1 team isn't what it used to be.
Not even the T1 team. I wholeheartedly believe that T1 might have like a down year where they're still going to make it all the way to the end, but they might not be as loved, mainly just because of like who might be on the roster at the time. But given how they performed in MSI with the new, like, with the current roster, and how Faker, I wouldn't say taking a back seat, but is not as much of being the super forefront of the player because he's so far skilled. The rest of them are coming into their own of being like, hey, we're playing at a level that now we can be seen as a team and not as the guys who run with Faker, right? Which is great. That is great. And I know Faker loves that for his teammates because he cares about them so much, and he wants them to succeed and be able to move on in their career realistically, like, past him. He's the older brother of T1. Like, he wants to see the younger players and the newer ones come through and outdo him and be in the spotlight. And they're getting there. And they're getting there quick, and I'm excited for that. So I don't think they're going to fall apart with him out. I think having such a threat in the scene is what drives people to, like, try to take him down, right? Everyone, all of the mid laners that could stand a chance are, like, doing their damnedest to get, like, a solo kill off of him, to get so many solo kills, to have the conversation be about them going against him and him trying to take revenge, which, hilariously enough, never seems to be the case. It's always just kind of like, oh, we finally did it. We finally got one over on Faker. And Faker just out here cruising. And then he reminds everyone why he's the king.
Right.
He'll be at like 10% health and then goes and gets a triple. And you're just like, yeah, don't forget your place.
or he manages to set up one heck of a play for the top laner.
Right. Like, he's just like, it'd be a real shame if you get charmed through the wall.
Yeah, no. God, like, I saw some people talking about the Faker collection. Some people were saying it's like they kind of hope Faker speaks out about it, because here, look, just because I know you haven't seen it, let me send this to you. This is the page with it. So first off, I will say, because I am Ari main, love the skin look, like, because like Ari main's been wanting an ultimate skin for years, and like we finally get it. Like, it looks amazing. What is not amazing is the pricing that Riot ended up choosing for this.
Mm-hmm.
So so the way they're selling the skin is in bundles.
Okay.
So before the RA, there is the regular event pass, which has LeBlanc, which that's a good looking skin. Like, I hate LeBlanc, gotta give her props, good skin. But for Ari, she has 3 bundles. One is her with her black hair, and you get the pass, a couple extra stuff, the border. That is 5,400 RP. So a little more than a standard ultimate. Unfortunately, from what I've seen with the Risen version, it's more like a legendary skin.
Okay.
The ultimate side of it comes in the immortalized.
All right.
Which, this is where things. The reason why I said, if you've been on social media, you would have seen this. The price of the immortalized collection, which is basically the ultimate version of the skin, plus finishers for the structure champs and various other special things, it increases the price to 32,000 RP, which is roughly $250.
That's
And then
bonkers.
if you like all that plus complete the battle pass, the battle pass in one go, you can spend $500. Oh, and get figure signature on everything.
That's
when
crazy.
when I saw that, when I saw the 50, I'm just like, okay, a little high, but it's like you're getting a really good skin, you're getting the pass, and all that other stuff. It's like, I can work with that. But the moment I saw it jump to 250, I'm just like, no.
I don't. Oh man, this is one of those things where it's just like you pretty much have to come to terms with what you value as work, right? And I think yes, I'm in agreement. This does seem a little steep. Now,
Like, for the immortalized, like, if they had put it at, let's say, 100, I would have, would I have probably been happy with that? Not exactly, because that's still $100 for a skin and stuff. But I would also see that as because obviously the ultimate version comes with specialized finishers, apparently a custom visual announcer, various other special things. It's like, okay, for all that, I see 100 being a reasonable ask for that.
yeah, yeah, damn. I'm not too, like I said, I'm not too thrilled about these amounts, but looking at what it is, and when you start breaking it out, then yes, you're not gonna like it, but you're just gonna have to accept it. They're giving so much, not giving, but there's so much, right?
There is a lot, but also another thing is the event pass. It's only going to last a month, so it's like, if you don't get everything from the pass, it's gone forever. So, let's say you get the immortalized, hey, you just spent $250. If you don't finish the pass,
Okay.
oh well.
To be fair, regular events are less than that.
Well, of course.
And so I imagine that they're probably going to boost it up to how much stuff there is in the past, right? It's one of those things that if you're going to commit 250 to this game anyway, it's like sacred in Little Ricks. This is your game, right? You're not doing anything else. And yes, I understand you have your regular work life or whatever. But that being said, if this is your only game and you've already committed, the 250, completing the pass seems a bit of a misnomer, right?
Well, yeah.
Because you're already playing that much.
I mean, the pass thing, that's not what people are complaining about. I just threw that in there just
because. Well, right. No, I'm not saying it's so much of complaining. I'm saying, once you start breaking it down, when you start looking at all of the stuff and then how much these individual things exist, already, then you're yeah, the numbers, it starts climbing really fast. So, you have the pass. The pass usually go, like, a regular event pass, usually the normal one, nothing bonus or whatever, it's just the pass, is $13.50 alone, right?
Yes.
You're already, so, let's do some quick maths on this. Let's do some maths on it.
So for this pass, mostly because it also includes the LeBlanc skin, is $19.50.
Right. So, just a $13.50 for the pass, right? So you're down to, based off of, like, we're just using, like, Risen for just, like, quick discussion purposes. So it's, $54.30, right? You got the pass in there. Normally that goes for $13.50. So we're down to $40.80, right?
Yeah, for the price of an actual ultimate skin, that is reasonable.
Right. Plus you have a skin, and yes, I understand it's more that of a legendary skin. For explanation purposes, let's price it at that. So a regular new legendary skin that comes out is like what do they usually go for?
For legendaries, it's 18 something. I'm gonna say like 1850.
Yeah, so let's say 1850. So that puts us down to we got 2230 unaccounted for, right? You got a custom taunt. That's probably, if you wanted to put a number on it, realistically, that's what, maybe like 100, if that's, if that was an added effect that you could do for other people, like it's like, oh, here's like special taunts that you could get, like that are just generalized. Let's realistically say that's maybe like 100 RP if you were to just buy that outright. You have Ari as the champion. What is she running at for RP right now?
For RP, let me see if I can. Well, see if the game will even let me see it. Let's see. Shall end. Ari. Nope. Well, not. Let me see. Yeah. Let me do this.
So because the MSI event is still going. So I'm gonna pull up on my side here and see. Now we have if it decides it wants to load. We have a border icon and emo, and so am I saying that we've hit like the full amount? No. Okay, my league's not launching. Oh, there it is. As soon as you talk about it, that's when it starts to work.
Because if you have, do you own Fiora?
I do. Maybe.
If you go to the shop and then champions, just type in Fiora.
Yeah, give me a second. Okay. Let's check here. Let's see collection. Let's see Fiora. Yes, I do.
Okay. I know you have Various. I know you have Draven. Do you have Jace?
I think I do. Yeah, because they gave us.
Okay, then I would say just go to the shop. Make sure show owned is selected, and then just go down to Ari, and just look around her and see what RP is going for.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shazan. Let's see.
Where is Ari?
Where is she?
She's about halfway down. She's between Victor and Volibear.
Okay. So, is Victor a part of her line?
If Victor's after Ari, then they'd be about the same.
Okay, so because I don't have Victor and I don't have Graves, and they're the same.
Okay, so then yes, then Ari would be the same.
Okay, so they're sitting at 880 right now, so nothing crazy, right? So we put that as saying. Now we're down to 1250, right? We have a border and an icon, which
those are all part of the pass.
Which those are part of the pass, right? Those would be a part of the pass. So that's in the thing. So realistically, so yes, I already said that the pricing is a bit much, right? I do feel like it needs an adjustment, but I also say that it doesn't need a huge adjustment because just throwing those numbers out, we're down like a skin, like basically saying, hey, give us another skin, which
that's for Risen.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. For the Risen bundle, right? Or does this include the LeBlanc one as well?
I'm going to assume it includes the LeBlanc, because like though I'm not entirely certain.
Because it says pass rewards, so I'm assuming that like you will get it eventually, or is that the one that you like? That's the one you're able, like the prestige versions, like you're able to earn that one by having the pass, right?
Yeah, I'm not so sure, like, because we don't really have much.
Well, again, we don't have to be perfect. It's just for discussion reasons. So essentially, but we've already calculated the pass price, right? So anything that we get in the pass has already been accounted for, right? That is above, like, we're not saying. So realistically, we're sitting on, hey, for the price that you're asking for Risen, I would say you owe me another skin. Maybe another Ari skin, right? Maybe another, like, maybe a non-popular Ari skin, or like maybe a legacy one that like you can't get anymore. That would have been something, right?
I think the way legacy one's midnight. But yeah, because when it came to the bundles, like obviously Risen wasn't the one that is drawing up any backlash. It's what they're doing with Immortalized and the signature.
Right, but going from there, now you're asking for, like, I think, I understand the outrage of, a big amount of money, right? That will always make someone mad. But you need to, like, come down for, like, a half second and realize what is happening. Because, especially for, like, diehards, like, they are changing the actual game for this, like, bundle. Like, this isn't just a, hey, throw a skin onto a model. Like, we're legitimately changing everything about.
Oh yeah, because they're adding the finishers.
So like you got two, you got two finishers. You got structure finishers, which means it's towers, inhibitors, the Nexus. You have the champ finishers.
Which isn't that stuff that's in Wild Rift?
Not to this extent.
Okay.
It doesn't change it. There's generalizations like recalls that like everyone gets, so it's just baseline, so anyone can use it, not specific to how like regular leagues built, that the more things that you change, you have to basically really wonkify how everything is overlaid. Like you're really interacting with everything. So you got new finishers, which is something that doesn't normally exist. You have the announcer change. You have the form transformations. You have the HUD change. You have, these splash arts, and they say a dynamic background. All of this stuff.
Well, the thing is, the dynamic stuff, like, that's just par for the course for an ultimate skin.
Well, again, yes, it's, an ultimate, but, like, this is more of an ultimate. Like, this is... Well, you have the ultimates that they've done... And then there is
like, I'm not saying like it, like this needs to be on the same like level, like price wise, as the current Ultimate skins. Obviously, there's a lot more going on here. That I understand.
Well, yeah, but it needs to come down, but I know the backlash that's going through, and it's not warranted. Yes, be mad that it's high, but not to the level that it is.
That's the backlash. The backlash is because of how high it is.
Right, but if that's it, that doesn't warrant this much coverage. You bring like, hey, everyone's pissed that the price is too high. That's nothing new with Riot. We've always had that problem with pricing of things that we get from League of Legends.
Like, there are high prices. I think the reason why this is getting so much coverage, partially is because the signature is for some reason adds extra 250 just to have the signature and complete the pass in one go. Is because like this is the first skin that's been released at such a high paywall.
Like I said, it's one of those things that you need to come to terms with yourself of what you value out of a game, and the problem's internal. Yes, this is ridiculous, like high on the output, but like I said, I don't think it's off by that much. I would say maybe $100 off of each level at best.
Well, I mean, for Immortalized, I did say if it was like 100, that would make more sense to me.
Right. So, like, but like that's me being generous. I don't. This is so. There is so much going into this. There is so much work here they have to get their money back somewhere.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, this is the one thing I never understand about marketing, is that it's like, oh, we gotta make our money back, so let's make it so unaffordable no one will buy it. Or how about this? Because of how many players play this game, make it so that a majority or even like the middle ground of players are willing to purchase it. You'll make your money back and probably more some.
Unfortunately, no. This is when math gets weird, right? I'm totally on board with you with like that. Like I want that to be the case. I'm with you, hands in, like all hands in. Like I'm basically your backpack, right?
Because I mean that logic would make sense.
It's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just for whatever reason the math literally doesn't work out. Because for whatever reason, it comes down. So this this phenomenon happens in with ads. This is something that ads like have like in like media. This is a problem that they run into. So you have a budget, right? You have a set amount of money that you're like, hey, we're gonna spend this on these ads because we believe that after seeing this and doing all of this, this is the reaction that we will get, and this is how much of a return we're expecting to get, right? So unless, and given the fact that the league base is toxic as shit, petty as hell,
Yep.
and vindictive, you can't rely on the positive part of the community to outweigh the negative, right? So just like with the discussion we're having, like a lot of people are not thrilled about the price, right? So now, on the other side of that, if they bring it too low, they wouldn't get the they wouldn't get it to go through. So the people who are backing this like frontal like effort to make it, and then they're like, hey, we're going to sell the product, and then this is what we're expecting it to come back in revenue, blah, 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 etc. Business politics, not business politics, but business, words,
Business
right?
bullshit.
Business bullshit, right? And finances and money, right? I'm not claiming to understand it through and through, but this is what I've seen happen in what I've had to deal with, is that if you go too low, it's always about finding that sweet spot. If you go too low, then you alienate the people who are footing the bill up front, because if they don't view it at that level, if they can't come to that agreement, then you're just like, okay, you're not going to get it done. And ultimately, they're the ones who make the decision, because if they don't clear it on that side to be like, okay, we're going to give you the funding to be able to pull this off, then we on the receiving end don't get the opportunity to complain about it being too high, because it would never exist otherwise. So yes, we need to find that happy medium somewhere around, but unfortunately the medium isn't viable. So shoot high and plan for like a consequences of a loss, versus shooting low and your hopes being dashed because not as many people showed up. That's what you gotta make.
Yeah.
And so it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
so
no, it's basically
I hope it
happy
works
middle
out.
ground. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because like with how much, like with how many people are talking about this, and especially with the negative backlash that's happening right now, like I'm hoping Riot comes out in the next couple of days with some kind of statement, just to like explain things. Though I get the feeling they're not going to.
And I think that's going to be on lines of, again, if like, is it worth it? Like,
Yeah.
is it worth putting out a statement that is the general populace going to understand? Because you already have your viewpoint of it already. It's not, you're not going to have your mind changed. The ones who are going to have their mind changed are the ones who are already in a state of accepting or waiting for more information to make a decision. But they're not the ones causing problems. So, it
Also, I think I just realized the Immortalized and Risen, like even if you get the Immortalized collection, you don't get the Risen RE.
Huh.
Because like I'm not seeing it in the contents. Like I see Risen Legend collection, but I don't know if that's the RE or if that's the pass.
I hope that it's that stuff.
I hope so, because
like how that is worded.
Yeah, because like if you're paying for the Immortalized, thinking you're going to also get the Risen, but you don't get the Risen. That would be very scummy.
Yeah, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
it's
like,
gonna
well,
be that bad.
I have to, because I think Skin Spotlight is actually going to be data mining everything once it hits the PBE tomorrow, so we should get more information then. Oh yeah, Magma was saying, which I honestly, if they did this, that would be hilarious, because like, if I remember right, it said like this is meant to be like celebration for everyone and everything for Faker. He was saying like, watch this be similar to what they did with Earth Warwick when it first released, where like the price started really low, and then as the days went on, the price just skyrocketed. If they did that, that would be that'd be quite something.
So it comes down in reverse, like it starts high and then eventually it just comes down to reasonable.
So the way Earth Warwick worked was, I'm trying to remember when it first released. I think it was like 10 RP, and then like every day it just started like jumping up higher and higher until it became its like crazy price.
Huh.
Like that's what happened with Earth Warwick. So like if they were to do something similar where it's like, oh, let's start it at like 10, $25 and then just skyrockets from there, it's like, okay.
Who knows? We'll have to keep a lookout on it. So
yeah, hopefully Skin Spotlights can data mine some good stuff.
yeah. So all right. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, that is our time.
Yeah, we'll have to continue the discussion in the next part.
Yeah, so if you would like to, keep up with what we are discussing and put in your own inputs and tell us how you feel about things, not in just this game specifically, or any other games or other instances where this may be prevalent, by all means share that with us in the comments of this episode. As well, subscribe to the Patreon for the bonuses, and if you are just like, no, I just want to listen to you guys ramble on to help me get through the day, then subscribe on Spotify for the audio only option. Whichever, we thank you, and until we see you next, enjoy yourselves.
See y'all next time.